You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hey, doing all right. Doing okay. Doing all right. Doing
So,
okay.
Kind of
doing all right. Doing
cool stuff we got going
well,
today.
I'm glad you asked. Happy birthday to Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah,
okay.
Ooh, that hurts to clap. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it does.
And one of my all-time favorites, and you can hear him singing the intro to Monday Night Football. Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to him, too.
Celebrating today. And holy cow, John Wayne would have been 113 today.
Marion Morrison.
Yeah, 113.
He was
Holy
awesome.
smokes. What else is going on? It was 1647 this day. We were just toddlers.
Yeah.
Young lady by the name of Elsie Young
Okay.
becomes the first person executed for being a witch
Holy cow.
Oh, my.
in the American colonies.
Well, that's not good.
Well, do you know why that happened?
No.
Well, because she was a witch.
I
This
don't,
ain't brain surgery, guys.
I don't think she really was, though, was she?
I don't know. I wasn't there, John. 1927, Henry Ford. Wait for the miniseries to come out so you can know that she's
will,
innocent,
yeah.
John.
I was going to say, there's got to be a Netflix program in the works.
Oh, yep. Witch Kings. 1927, Henry Ford, you know him, you love him, and Ford Motor Company produced the very last Model T vehicle. The very
last one.
It would be number 15 million.
Whoa.
Cow.
Which is why people seem a little bit surprised. Like they're running around as going, Model T, Model T. They aren't that expensive when you can find them because there were so darn many of them
Right.
made.
Yeah, they are all over the place.
So
aren't
many
they?
made. Yep, the Tin Lizzie, 1,500 of them. And it was this day,
15 million.
1989, I was actually, I was in Sioux Falls doing my second year here in Dakota. The American radio broadcasters go silent for 30 seconds across the nation at 7:42 a.m. to honor, well, basically themselves, to honor the radio industry.
Really?
And because
Really?
I was there, I do have an archive tape of that event. Here's a little snippet. Yep, it was that awesome.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
You-
just thought
you
we'd
should have
let
played the
everybody
whole
relive
thing.
that. Well, I don't.
Get another 24 seconds of that.
This is what it is. Maybe we'll rerun it tomorrow morning.
If you ever tune in, you don't hear anything, that's probably what we're doing. We're just...
Celebrating the radio industry, which made zero sense
Doesn't
when
make
you
any
think
sense
about
at
it.
all. No, we're going to celebrate radio by hearing nothing.
Nobody said we were the brightest industry.
Well, Dan, thank you for that really cool report. I appreciate it a bunch.
Absolutely.
And our update here and the entire John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris brought to you by the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99-cent notary, 98-cent notary, $1.25 notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals, too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
There smells everything smell pretty darn good. Hi, John. Great to see you. Sure is. Heidi.
Dan.
I see you eyeballing me over there.
Doing something, Ryan.
Digging the new shirt, aren't you there?
Yeah, I love the
hey,
shirt.
You know what it's made of?
What?
Boyfriend material. touchy, feely. Hey, let's get serious here.
Okay.
Jumping into the old Ranger Dan mailbag here. We actually have a letter from listeners, mom of several children here. And,
okay.
Let's get right down to it. Dear Ranger Dan, first off, I love your show. Me and the little Radio Rangers never miss an episode. In fact, we were real excited last week when you announced your plans for the upcoming Ranger Dan's Water World.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What with the Sioux Falls pools possibly not opening at all this season, we thought, gosh, gee, that'd be a great option. And so actually this Saturday morning, even though we know you aren't quite open yet, we decided to make a trek up there over off North Cliff Avenue and take a little look and see how things were going. And this is actually kind of a letter of concern.
Oh, no.
Seeing as how Ranger Dan's Water World is basically going to be over there at the big Sioux River spillway off North Cliff up by Smithfield Foods. Were you aware that's basically just kind of an 80-foot fall down rough concrete?
Oh, wow.
When you get down into that basin with the rapids going, it looks real difficult, well, for a youngster to even try to get back onto dry land.
Yeah.
So, Signed, your biggest fan, Michelle Lindquist. I appreciate your concern, Shelley. Can I call you Shelley? Great. Rest assured. We've taken all of your points on kids' safety to heart and addressed those concerns. In fact, rest assured, every single one of the little ones coming to enjoy the thrills and spills of Ranger Dan's Water World will be required to sign an ironclad official Ranger Dan Enterprises illness, injury, accidental death waiver. I hope that puts your worries to rest, Millie.
Assuming you're going to make them pay in advance.
Stay tuned for opening date and more information and possibly, not likely, discounts on season passes. Sometime we have little Radio Rangers. This is Ranger Dan telling you as usual, what doesn't kill you generally makes you stronger, except for beers and murder hornets. They'll kill you every darn time. This is Ranger Dan. I'd say it with me. Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, and he's back in the newsroom here with his news in hand. Award-winning journalist Dan Farris. What do you have for today, sir?
There's always those rare moments when I wish there were a camera because I'd hold my little award up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm award winning.
Picture of it on our billboard.
And I remember the day I got that award, and I wanted to thank the little people that helped make it possible, but I couldn't remember a darn one of them. This story actually broke last week, and it's always a double-edged sword for me, as I'm sure it is for you guys, too, when it comes to the world of nonprofit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You always hope, seriously, a lot of these nonprofits would go out of business because they're not needed anymore. And,
in a good way. I know
exactly,
what you mean.
exactly.
It sounds weird to say that,
right,
but you're
right.
saying, boy, it'd be great if they reached
Weren't
their
necessary.
goals.
Yeah.
You know, there was no more
Yeah,
pandemic problem.
solved.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
I know what you mean.
And because humans are humans, that's generally not the case. The Children's Home Society, which I am a big fan of, now plans to buy property on the east side of Sioux Falls for a hugely needed expansion of the Children's Inn.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, Center for At-Risk Women and Children is totally out of space, has been for a long time over there on Northwestern Avenue.
And it's sad that we have such an issue with that we need more space. But
it's
great there's someone there to take care of it.
Almost most every day out of the year, they're kind of overcrowded. I mean, they've got a certain number of beds and everything else, and they're making do and have been for quite some time. Children's Inn folks plan on buying about 3.5 acres from the Sioux Falls Ministry Center, which is developing the Empower campus between 8th and 10th Streets. Part of this is being able to happen because of another really, really nice donation from T. Denny Sanford.
That's awesome.
So, man, that guy ponies up. It's
he does.
It's pretty phenomenal.
And the thing that's crazy, I've seen people on Facebook that are like vehemently against him because he's giving so much. I'm like, wait, what? You're mad because he's giving?
Haters gonna hate.
I just think that's ridiculous.
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, in fact, the expansion been made possible with an $11 million leadership gift from Denny Sanford. That was back in January of 2019. So, yeah, big changes coming. And again, you wish it didn't need to happen.
Right. Yeah.
Just wish it didn't, but there you go. So
that's really cool that there are people that do step up to help when there's somebody in need. So
yeah, which is probably, boy, I think I've written maybe 9 letters to T. Denny now. I don't even get a response. But
do we even want to know what you're asking for?
All I want is just a aftermarket cold intake system for the Mustang.
Doesn't seem like too much to ask.
Dude. Well, probably got that in your sofa cushions.
We'll see what we can do to help make that happen. Dan, thanks for coming in. We'll chat with you again for some entertainment news here in a bit. How's that sound?
Okie dokie.
All right. Between now and then, we have some good news to get to. We've got the bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom. That's on the way.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Thank you for listening on a Tuesday. Since yesterday was Memorial Day, I'm going to re-air the bright spot of news from yesterday because I know several people missed out. So here it is. It's time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Our bright spot of news today is something that I discovered over the weekend. Our friends from Big Rig Barbecue, who I got to tell you, I'm a big fan. Very good stuff. Big Rig Barbecue. We've got Bob on the line from there, and they're doing something really cool. And I saw that they're doing a GoFundMe to help with a really cool mission. Bob, tell me a little bit more about what you guys are doing right now.
Well, yeah. Hey, what we have going on, we started it back here in the winter prior to any of this COVID stuff, really going on at all. And we've been planning it for years. But what we got is it's going to be a, USDA facility where when you have that stamp on your food, you can get that anywhere in the United States, transport across state lines. The biggest thing for us is we know as we start out, our facility will not be running at 100%. There's just no way for us to immediately, get that many orders out, get them filled, and, take them in and get them filled. So what we want to do is we're going to take the extra space that we have, and we want to fill that up with any of these pigs, these hogs that you hear around our region that are not, making it over to any of these processing plants. We want to take those in, either get them at a discount, get them donated before they get euthanized, and turn them into free meat, if you would say, for people in need, anywhere across the United States that we can get it.
And then this would go to like food banks across the country, helping people who do have a need. So you're taking a problem for the farmer where they're saying, hey, I got no place for this to go. And sadly, they're, like you said, just euthanizing some of these pigs. And you're going, hey, instead of euthanizing them, bring them here. We'll get them ready to go, and then we'll donate them to food banks that actually need this.
Right. So that's what donations will pay for. Is they're not going to be paying like for a retail price on meat or anything like that. We're going to be looking to bring as much money in as we can to get as many hogs as we can and get as much meat out the door to those in need.
That is fantastic. So it's a win-win for everybody. So the farmer wins, the people at the end win, you guys win because you get to be in the middle, and anybody listening that wants to contribute, you can win as well by saying, hey, I get to play a part in this by making a contribution. So everybody wins in this deal.
Yeah. And, one thing about a farmer, I'm not a farmer, but I know there's a struggle going on with many farmers. The fact that these pigs are either being killed or, they're not getting that much money for them. The biggest thing here is when they have to go many times, kill or euthanize them themselves, it still costs money to do that.
Yeah.
On top of losing these hogs, and they're having to pay for them to be gone. And they get nothing.
It's just a sad situation all around, and I love the fact that you guys are doing something positive here where you're saying, hey, instead of going to the expense of euthanizing and disposing of these, bring them here, even if it's a donation or if you're buying them for a lesser amount, and then you're turning around
exactly.
and donating the meat to food banks, which I think is just an awesome thing. So how did you guys come up with this idea? Where did this concept come from, sir?
It's really just the need and all the things you watch around here. And just the fact that, for the past 5 going on 6 years now, we've been around this. We've been around the pigs, everything, all the, smoked pork butts and whatnot that we've done over the years. It's just sad for us to know that there's so much being wasted and there's so many hungry people.
Again, Big Rig Barbecue. We've got Bob on the line right now. Bob, I've absolutely enjoyed every time I've ever had a meal with you guys. It's always been so delicious, and I'm really excited for this new facility to get done for you as well.
We will not be doing our restaurant anymore. This will be retail meats once we have that side of ours, up and running, 100% here, going full bore in the next year or so. But, yep, until then, we're going to fill up that empty space with any of these hogs and any of this meat that we can get out the door to people that are in need and hungry.
That is fantastic. And if folks would like to make a contribution through GoFundMe, I'm going to throw a link to that on our Facebook page to make it really, really easy. Bob, thank you for taking the time to chat, and also thank you for doing what you guys are doing.
You bet. We hope it works out. We hope this is huge.
I do, too. Again, our guest today has been Bob from Big Rig Barbecue. They've got a really cool concept to help people who are hungry right now, and it's a way to help farmers who have pigs that absolutely don't have a place to put them. There have been some that have been euthanized and disposed of, which is really sad. If you'd like to get all the information about what these guys are planning on doing, they've got a really cool video. It's on their GoFundMe page. I'll throw a link to it on our Facebook page to make it really easy to find. Our Bright Spot of News brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Again, this is a rebroadcast of our Bright Spot of News from yesterday, since it was Memorial Day. Thank you again for listening to this Bright Spot of News.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with #GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
And it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are so fabuloso. I said fabuloso because I kind of went it. Got a little Italian there.
A little ethnic on it,
What that is? A little Italian. Although I'm not Italian. And neither are any of these people as far as we know. Not that there's anything wrong with being Italian. I mean, let's be serious.
There's nothing wrong with that, no.
There isn't.
No. Whoever you are, whatever you are, it's all good.
We have not done box office receipts for months because there haven't been any box office receipts.
Yeah, it's been just...
But some theaters are starting to open now, and this is kind of interesting. The only one raking it in at the box office right now is a little horror flick titled The Wretched.
Wow.
It's leading the little teeny tiny weekend box office with an estimated $186,000 showing at 59 movie theaters.
Wow. You know, it's crazy when the number one movie in the country was only on 59 screens and it only raked in $100 and some thousand.
Okay, currently, as it stands now, as of this past weekend, there are approximately 350 screens up and going, indoor theaters, out of almost 5,500 theaters across the country, including, and I'm surprised there's this many, including 169 drive-ins. However, as of last week, only 21 of those drive-ins have been open for business.
Yeah.
And I think after this, our most recent apocalypse here, I think drive-ins are going to make a comeback.
Oh, I hope so. I love
time.
drive-ins.
They're reopening the one in Mitchell for the first time in like 6 years.
Yeah.
And the drive-in in Laverne, the Verne drive-in, is reopening, and it's under new ownership over there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I don't think probably anybody under the age of maybe 40 really experienced it. I mean, back in my day, that's where you went on weekends. You did not go to a movie theater. You went to the drive-in, man.
Yeah, in the summer, because it was, so hot in a theater inside, so you just go to the outdoor theater.
Yeah, and I'm from the Twin Cities area, and so our options were many. And I mean, and depending, for instance, I saw the original Star Wars 3 different times at the Lucky Twin Theater.
Oh, cool.
So you'd be me, Butch, Lenny, and Short But Squeaky. Short But Squeaky had a Barracuda, which was phenomenal.
Nice.
Hot car. And, now that I think about it,
yeah,
Lenny may still be in the trunk. I got to make a call.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, and it's brought to you courtesy of our dear friends at the National Registry of Notable Notaries.
If you, a loved one, a friend of a friend, or a casual acquaintance has suffered injury, illness, or death as a result of using a discount notary, you may be entitled to a cash settlement. If you've used the notary services of 99 Cent Notary, 98 Cent Notary, Buck and a Quarter Notary, Notary World, Anytime Notary, Sioux Falls Notary, Yes Siree Notary, or the Notary Barn at Lake Lorraine, not really a lake, and have experienced even mild injuries, illness, or death, the National Registry of Notable Notaries has set aside hundreds of dollars to settle discount notary claims. The law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean have been representing victims of discount notarization for a couple of weeks now, and recently settled a case giving a client a payout of $110.99. If we don't win, you owe nothing. Well, not nothing, but probably not very much. Call the law offices of Lindquist, and Heidi Jean today, 933-1980. That's 605-933-1980.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute. Blue chip stocks are among the safest investments in the stock market. This is because of rock-solid balance sheets, stable earnings, and a focus on delivering shareholder returns. But there is a cost. Blue chip stocks are not known for their growth, so it pays to buy them when trading at a discount. There are many ways to tell when a stock is trading at a discount. The quickest method is the PE, or price-to-earnings ratio. You can compare a blue chip's PE ratio to the broad market, sector index, or its own past PE multiples to gauge its value. In most cases, blue chips tend to trade at multiples well below stocks considered to be high growth. Regardless, investors looking for stable earnings from well-established companies are urged to turn toward blue chip investing. The long-term stability of blue chip dividend payments is a great way to mitigate risk in all market conditions. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.